Hey everyone, this is Rushlock, and this should be episode 16 of the Alpha to Omega run. We're going to start today with the Amarian character. We have logged off out in space. Let's get our Discord post out there as well. So the Amarian character still only has 100 million in wallet, but it's got well over 300 million in cargo. Just a matter of getting it extracted and back to station. I say just as if it's just that easy, but we're going to log into a combat site here from yesterday. Hey, 4-2. Oh, over 400 million. I forgot about a can apparently at some point. Get that restacked. Sun V Snake, good evening. Hope you're doing well. If we're in 0B. Oh, we're going to run the ring. Okay. Let's go to iTech.
Warp drive active.
No wrestling intro vids? Let me go check real quick. Now's a good time to go look. Yeah, I think all the intros got dunked on YouTube. Because they're all copyrighted and such. But we can certainly take a look. And Astero, they just jumped in local going from the direction we're going into. Alright, show all here. Those are all matches. But yeah, back in the day I had to cut every one of those episodes around the intros because of YouTube. Copyright stuff. It looks like these are no different. Now here's Rush Raw. Where is Rush? Lock? Yep, we have one called Lockdown. Friday Night Lockdown was the name of the show. Lockdown from Rushlock. SmackDown for the other crossover. I'm looking though. These matches were quick though. Man, all these matches were like sub 10 minutes. It's insane. Some of them have never even been viewed before. Man, the Astero came through here. There's almost no way this could be anything decent. There's always a chance for a respawn though. Could have happened after they left local. No backups? No. God, no. That'd be way too much memory being eaten up. These are from, like... What are the dates on these? 2015. 2015. 7.5 years ago. Holy Dragon, good morning. Do you guys know Slazzinger's Eve Map tool? Shall I use it? Link it up. The name looks familiar, but I have to see it to tell you for certain. Crappy data site, goes into Tripwire. Let's get into iTech. It's a forum post. Okay, let's try that again. I've seen it before. What was your original question? Shall you use it? I don't see any reason not to, especially if you like it. I use Dotland personally, but there's no, like, use this because this is better than that type of thing. It's just what I'm familiar with. Background getting points into the jackpot pool. An extra million ISK added to it. Let me try intro. See what pops up. Show 12 videos. Yeah, none of them are there. I think I looked on this before. But yeah, 4-2, I don't have any of the old intros accessible anymore, unfortunately. You know what? I think I might know a way, 4-2. If I boot up the game, theoretically
We're not just doing this for money.
the created characters would still be there. And I should be able to go that route. Because, like, Captain Knockout had to make them, right? And then upload them. Then I had to download them. Put them on my roster. So that would be a theoretical. Andrew, dropping the Prime for the 1 year. Andrew, thank you very much for the support. As always, very much appreciated. Glad you could join us today. That is the first Hype Train window of the day. If there are two early bird, less than 5 minutes on stream today, there are two other early bird professional shills. Type Cheer 100, gift sub, drop a Prime, or hit the resub button. And kick off the Hype Train. 2K15, I believe so. Is the Steam sale in effect right now for that title? I'm trying to see if there's any time-sensitive element to this. 2K15. WWE 2K15. I don't see 2K15 on Steam anymore. This SIG is a known combat site. Let's go FY and keep making jumps.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you weren't picking up a title you didn't already have, and like, there's no reason to do so. You know what I mean? Until I can confirm that data is still there. Now, if I downloaded them, you know, the characters and all that good stuff, and assuming that the save data is still there, would I be able to re-upload those characters? Would they be effectively preserved? To the point where I could pass them, you know, to you and make use of them if we get that far. FY. AO, unknown SIG. Probes out.
Warp drive active.
Scan this one first. Okay, will do. Yeah, because I can shoot you the video and just make it not, you know, not monetize it on YouTube, not make it public. I can just pass it to you for review purposes, or I can pass it through Discord, so. See, just had to do some lateral thinking, some problem solving. In theory, I'd be able to record and commentate those matches after gym time and before I go pick up my son. Probably on like Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So I have a window of time I could throw at them as well. But yeah, after gym time today, I'll try to get the game downstalled. I'll try to get the game downloaded during gym time, and then I'll try to execute the game today after gym time and go from there. If you can afford to, can you send me another Discord DM? Just say hi. That's all. I don't need much in there. Just as a have the DM float to the top of my to-do list. Andrew, thank you again for the support. Very much appreciated. Just need something that will show me if newts are coming in while I'm mining. I don't think that'll do that I'm aware of. Holy Dragon. That's usually an intel thing, like other nerds in your organization are reporting intel, and then that reports it to Ventel, was an old tool I used. I don't know about that tool having the same functionality. I'm not saying it doesn't, I'm just not aware.
Warp drive active.
Andrew, what are you up to today? What are you working on? I feel like I catch Andrew more on Discord than I do Twitch chat recently, so I don't know if you had a schedule change or not. I've just been busy. +1 local. They're not on this gate. Or if they are, they haven't broken cloak yet. We have 1 SIG, probably unknown. Let's go here first, probes out.
Warp drive active.
Confirmed unknown SIG, scan started. Just regular crap, a lot of stuff I needed to work for my work, get shit canned. Got shit canned, so I had to pivot on my designs. Which is a little shitty. Gotcha, Andrew, damn. Yeah, some of us were talking about that on Discord yesterday. Not, you know, your particular situation, just the concept in general. I think I had posted a link to an article about Twitch laying off like 400 people or something wild.
Warp drive.
Hey, Acid, good morning. In 9 minutes? No, Acid, this is just being banked up from past runs. Nothing on D-Scan. Yeah, I'm going to try and extract it downtime today, Acid. We'll see if the usual suspects are around, but next time we have a clear shot, I'm going to try and get this character out and dump off loot and all that good stuff. Acid. I I mean, it can happen. Those jackpots do occur, but it certainly isn't on a reliable basis.
Warp drive active.
Andrew, yeah, that's just game dev life. Not enough resources to do the stuff we had already scoped out and had been approved for. Now, is this capital invested, Andrew? I don't know how much you get into that side of the business, but I presume it was... Oops, we're out of funding, guys. It was a good run, though. You spent 10 hours on Clickpocalypse yesterday. Not entertained, or I was, I guess. Oh, shit. Life ruined, Acid. It's got a hold of you.
Active.
Rhinestone is reinstalling Last Epoch. This will please Croc. Hey, Disco. Nope, just engineers getting moved around to work on other features. Oh, gotcha, okay. So the project didn't die, they just reassigned tasks or staff? And then made cuts on things they decided they weren't going to do? This is an old combat. Project still going good, gotcha.
Warp drive active.
Let's go here. Then go here. I imagine it would be difficult to... I don't know the industry well enough. But I imagine it would be difficult to be focused on a project, right? And at the same time, be constantly eyes up or radar on for other positions and other projects and like thinking in those terms. Maybe it's more personality based. Maybe different people have different approaches. I don't know how. Because it seems like almost like freelance work. With the way development cycles go around and you take a contract for a couple of years if you're lucky. And again, this is all me speaking from ignorance.
Warp drive active.
I imagine it's the exception, not the rule, that someone goes into a studio expecting to be there for, say, more than 5 years or whatever. Which, I guess, to be fair, is the way a lot of industries are now. Just most people aren't aware that's the way it is now, in more cases than not. So, the job you have, like, I'm a permanent full-time, so not contracted. A lot of positions are contracted, though, right? So when you... Now, I don't know if that's happenstance or preference or what, but... When you're looking for a studio to join... I don't know how that impacts, I guess, your searching or your... What? Wait, was I in here before? MVC? I was in here before. So I just scanned down that data site. Which means this has not been scanned. There's a nerd and local. My probes. Also on LinkedIn, if you are good at your job, you will get contacted about new jobs a few times a week. Okay. So the industry is very active at the headhunting activity, it seems. A cheetah, huh? A cheetah. MVC. Let's go into LF and K1. Yeah, I think Lorg and Azros are the ones I know the most in terms of like talking to them about work stuff. And so Azros was in auditing, like corporate auditing once upon a time. Then he transitioned into game design. And his first gig was Gazillion for Marvel Heroes. Then he went to EA, I think EA Sports down in Florida, working in their mobile division. Then went to their console. Then he went to, is it Crystal Dynamic maybe? Who did Marvel Avengers? And last I heard, he was still with them, even though Avengers is getting mothballed or shuttered or whatever. I haven't heard where he's going next.
Warp drive.
Background getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Thank you, Background. If anyone doesn't know about it or hasn't done so yet, down below chat, there's a red button to press. In there, you'll find the community challenge for a large skill injector giveaway at 51%. When it reaches 100%, we'll fire off a giveaway available to everyone for that large skill injector. See, I definitely look for the job security when looking for new work. I think my security here is pretty decent considering they paid for me to move to Canada to the EU. Plus, if they lay me off, they will pay for me to relocate back to Canada, right? WJ. The hell is this? Combat? Okay. Get into AY2 Tech, I think. Let me get Dotland up.
Active.
Haven't ran these routes in years, so AY2 Tech is correct. Okay, cool. Yes, for Crystal Dynamics, I thought so. This is probably common sense from your perspective, but it's always interesting to me, like, seeing projects or products and like seeing potential in them and how they could do so well. And bearing in mind, I don't have access to all the information, obviously, but like just seeing things like Avengers go kaput and like it had a rough start. It had so much potential. They did make efforts to steer the ship or right the ship, and just there's got to be, you know, challenges and hurdles and barriers that I'll obviously never know about, but they get in the way. I'm a live ops designer, which there isn't a lot of us out there, so it's pretty specialized. I gotcha. Live ops designer. So, is that associated with like, what do they call them? Live service type games where they launch and then there's still active development or events or changes coming to the game post-launch? Or is live ops something else? 2Tech has one new SIG for ZQ. Ignore the others. Punch and probe.
Warp drive active.
Let's go here. Go here. Ragnarok and Acid both getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you both very much. They did really well with the Guardians of the Galaxy game. So, Guardians of the Galaxy was also Crystal Dynamic? I didn't know that. And yeah, I heard nothing but positive things about Guardians of the Galaxy game. Learn from the mistakes from the Avengers title. So yeah, I work mostly on events and a little monetization, right? Because you have to design, I presume, events in a way that they can also monetize. Otherwise, they're going to be like, why are we funding this? I would rather not work on monetization and economy work, but it comes with the territory, right? It's like, can I just design some really fun, cool, engaging events? You sure can. You also, you know, need to work in a way for us to fucking pay for it. Like, ah, fuck. That's okay. Fair enough. Another one I wish I had more time to put into is Marvel Midnight Suns. I'm enjoying that one far more than I anticipated that I would. 2Tech goes into MH, then FX, I believe.
Warp drive active.
They just put out the Venom DLC, or is it coming out soon? One of those two, yeah. I was generously gifted a season pass from Moon Ninja, and the base game I got from Kruk. And obviously, I'm more focused on the X-Men DLC, so I've got, you know, Storm to look forward to. Deadpool's already out. Hey, 3C, thank you for getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Marvel Midnight Suns is interesting in that they can branch out that way, right? They can do, you know, not just Avengers, not just X-Men, not just, you know, obviously I haven't talked about Fantastic Four yet, but Spider-Verse type stuff, like. they're able to appeal to a wider base, which is always what got me. Like, the Avengers game concepts really, really interested me. But I knew that ceiling was always going to be there because it was strictly Avengers, and it's like, well, it's not hating on it, it's about prioritization, right? Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, again, I've heard nothing but amazing positive things about Guardians of the Galaxy, and I'll play it someday, I'm sure. But it's difficult to put on top of my list of things to do when I don't have that hook of, hey, look at this dank X-Men content we have waiting for you. It's like, ooh, tell me more. FZ with a nerd and local. It's not encouraging. Let's go here first, get the probes out on it.
Warp drive active.
How's hacking going? Pretty well. We're over 400 million on the character and cargo that I need to extract around downtime. So around downtime in an hour, I'll float that direction and see what the traffic's like. If it looks like clear, I'll make a run for it. If I don't, then we'll just simply loop back and gather up more until we can make the great escape. Let's go here. I'm gonna dip out on you. Dirtbag, have a good one. We'll do 4-2. And thank you again for checking in and keeping me on task with the character creation. I'm looking forward to seeing that happen. I think that'll be really cool. Let's go here, descan core probes. I think there's 2 sets of core probes out here. Yeah, Sun V, yeah, just blitz through here. I've thought about 3C making a, just using a bookmark, dumping off my loot there, and then going and scouting it. And if it's all clear, come back and getting it, but it's a good boost towards the Omega, especially since the Plex price is up 10. Yeah, I saw that 3C the other day. I was pricing Plex, and I was like, wait a minute. The goal might be closer to reach than I realize. Alright, put that over there. FX goes into FSW. Jump this way. FSW goes into DG, I believe, and then TR. Correct. Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy game, there is a part in it where you can finish the game, but it is a fake ending. There's like another 5 or 10 hours of story if you choose not to end it. Wow. Is it obvious, or... I guess that might be a bit situational depending on the user, but... So I'll scout you, but honestly, it's dead. I think XR3 has bubbles. So I was going to say, Sunv, I tried going over there the other day, like yesterday, I think even. Or maybe it was like Friday last week. X6 and XR3? Well, I can't say XR3. X6 and 8B were like hopping. Like there were people in there. And like actively undocked and doing shit. I was like, damn it, Sunv. Trying to get me killed. All these nerds out of here. Okay, kill FNB. Go here. I don't know if it's time zone or what Sunv like. I don't know if you're on a different time usually, or I have no idea. I have no awareness of the space. It's kind of obvious, but not really. Really? So people can easily miss 5 or 10 hours of gameplay just by not paying close enough attention? I think Guardians might be half off on Steam right now. Let me scan this and I'll go take a peek. Go there. Guardians. Yeah, it's half off right now. It's $30. I've got it wishlisted. It's not like 50% off is a pretty significant sale. But I also know myself, and it's like I don't have the time budget, right? So I'd be dropping $30 today to wait, continue waiting to play something.
Warp drive active.
Is it Goose Fleet? I have no idea. I haven't researched them at all. I just popped in local. I was like, hi, a bunch of fucking nerds, and I've got 400 mil in my cargo. I'm just go back the other way. They're harmless. They USTZ, so sleeping in citadels at the time. Yeah, when I went through, there were people out in space, so. You have Game Passes on there, or it was. Not sure if they took it off now. Gotcha. Yeah, Game Pass sounds like it's a really good value. If I had more spare time to put into, other titles, I'm sure I'd get on it. It seems like the go-to for gaming subscriptions. Kill AK. Probes out.
Warp drive active.
Scan this side first. Yeah, for me it'd be like just throwing money into a subscription, and then like I'd be lucky if once or twice a month I even got to interact with it. They've had Wreckfest on there before too, though Wreckfest nerds are separate from Steam nerds, between Game Pass and Steam and Epic, unfortunately. I forgot why the Metaliminal Storm over this direction. It means more SIGs, but the SIGs are random like class 1, 2, and 3 wormholes, so we don't actually see more Sancha sites. See, that was the issue with Wreckfest, yeah. And it's not even like the studio's fault, it's just platforms trying to herd customers through their portals and platforms to incentivize, oh, you need to only play on our platform. Make sure your friends do too, or, you know, get fucked. Well, thanks. Let's go TR.
Warp drive active.
They need cross-launcher support. It'd be ideal. Now, I could be wrong about this. I'm under the impression that it's less of a tech issue on their side, more of a business issue on the platforms agreeing to carry the title. But I guess that could have just been a cynical assumption on my part. Nobody in local. BNKT. KT is old. B&B is unknown.
Warp drive active.
Go to here. See, that should be a tech issue. I wouldn't think so. Hey, Kilgore. Happy Tuesday. There's our ding for the 1 hour warning. Till downtime. TR is going to go back into 7M ERV. Let's go over this way.
Warp drive.
Pre-downtime, we can run the CVA pocket pretty reliably. Their flycatcher I've never seen active before downtime. I don't know how active things are over in 4B area. Part of me wants to make the run immediately after downtime. Try to log in first, kind of a thing. Just out here farming sites till then. Oh, Nerd and Local. With a SIG. 7MD is new to me. ERV is outbounds. I don't like it. Let's go over here first. We'll see if Bookmark gives me D-scan for the gates. Like normally in any other situation, I would just warp blind to the gate and oh well. But the Alpha to Omega challenge, I want to make sure I'm doing the smart thing for all our clicks, so... we do have eyes on the gates, and D-scan is clear, so once we land, we'll D-scan again and hop on through. D-scan good and hop.
Warp drive active.
Kelgor, hope you're doing well. We've got over 400 million in the Amarian character right now. We're going to try and gather up a little bit more before downtime, maybe bookmark some sites, now that the 1 hour mark is dinged over. And then right after downtime, we'll make a blitz for HiSec and see if we can dump off this loot and get a contract sent off. If we do, that'll put us over 20% of the way on the Amarian character. Another +1 in local. As we hop out, nobody in this system. No SIGs either, though. Let's go to UL. I guess BRS-25 makes more sense.
Warp drive active.
Back over there. Okay. Oh, that +1 from before jumped in the system behind us. We're going to check S25. I hope we don't get caught in the outbound on S25, crashing back through by that newt behind us. Junk mail. Can't believe Sea of Thieves have been out for 5 years. I can't believe those wrestling videos we were talking to 4-2 about were 7, almost 8 years old. All these nerds in the system. Let's crash the gate. No SIGs here. Butch Anderson local. Wonder if it has an Anderson Dawes from the Expanse reference. IS Tech go this way first.
Warp drive active.
We didn't start in 3KB today, so 3KB ZR should be fresh. I think we started out in OB. Low sec systems. Send message. Low sec. Here is a service, so you don't have to do it. At least for stuff you aren't keeping. Okay. This SIG is unknown. Let's go here and get the probes out.
Warp drive active.
Someone's asking in rookie help for a fit to move things around in low sec, and it's like, oh god. I don't think somebody in rookie help is going to be in a blockade runner, so. We got the hits. Bring that up. Got the next hit. Let's bring these over here. Bring it down to 1 AU. Oh, yeah, I had pings on Discord I want to look at. Never heard of those. Damn, wish I didn't know about them. Hello, Relic Site. Level 3 Relic, our first of the day. If it's fresh, we'll bookmark it. If it's picked, we'll move on. We are bending back into the routes where that we saw the Astero earlier, so my expectations for this area are a bit measured. Let's go punch in. Pull the probes, put it in tripwire for now. Ah, yep, already picked. Alright, so IS is going to get into probably go DP Tech. We don't know where the Astero is, but
Warp drive.
it's safe to assume they came this direction. Saw you checking out Diablo yesterday. What were your thoughts on it? Neutral to positive so far. I mean, we can only get so far into the closed beta with the level 25 cap and all that good stuff. I thought there were some interesting systems in it, like the Renown system and the side quests that are optional, and the world is very big. Seeing other players in the open world is interesting. Gave it more of an MMO feel. Kind of reminded me of Marvel Heroes a little bit in that respect. Not so much in like the immersion factor, right? Because
Warp drive.
immersing into the Marvel universe versus the Diablo one, like, you know, I have some investment or interest in the Diablo lore and settings, but there wasn't enough in what we've seen of Diablo 4 so far to make me feel like I'm in the Diablo universe. I got a lot of Lost Ark feels off of it, with the environmental interactions and the way the combat played. And I've only played the Barbarian, so I should specify that. Next weekend I hope to try out the Rogue and the Sorcerer. Just a dirty wormhole over here. Delete the old SIGs. Let's go up into 5i. Nobody's on. Okay, there's no one here. So that one guy hasn't logged in yet.
Active.
Hey, Rashad. What else about Diablo? It took me a little time to figure out the abilities I wanted to use with the Barbarian. And I don't think it's like a right or wrong type of thing. Use the service to liquidate what you don't. Then Sunesis out the rest. CBU. Nerds and local though. Let's go into QR.
Warp drive. Active.
Where's the down part here? From DP-Tac, damn. Okay. Okay, go this way. See, I haven't tried it, but my bud says it feels more like a Diablo 1, 2, and less Diablo 3-ish. That I would agree with. Something they've done differently in Diablo 4 is like mob density. You're, at least playing the Barbarian, you know, your screen isn't full of particle effects, and there aren't, you know, scores of mobs on the field at one time. Which some people are going to like, and some people are not going to like, but I would agree at least that it's a lot more Diablo 1, 2 feel, where you're engaging packs more strategically. You know, there's fewer mobs on the screen, but the mobs that are there are a lot more
Warp drive.
impactful.
Active.
Go back to the hard Gothic feeling. Yeah, there's definitely that darker element to the world I can see. Like Diablo 3 is a bit more arcade-like, where there's just waves and waves and waves of trash mobs, and then, you know, something randomly tries to blow you up because you can't see it in all the soup. In general, yes. Alright, 3 signatures. Yeah, the little bit we've seen of it so far, I think had some promise. I'm still very,
Warp drive.
I guess, cynical about Diablo 4's potential, just because I expect to be some kind of very incremental grind at the end for progression. Just because that's the style most games go through nowadays. Hey, Maniac. If you have any questions, just ask. But on the fence about getting it or not, D3 kind of ruined it for you. Yeah, D3 was good as an introduction to action RPGs as a genre, and even an introduction to the Diablo world, but it was definitely a terrible sequel to Diablo 2. You know, am I willing to say Diablo 4 is the sequel to Diablo 2? No, that's not the case at all. I think Diablo 2 Remastered is a sequel to Diablo 2 that we wanted. And of course, for min-maxers, that'll be more Path of Exile, but then you're getting back into that soup approach of design. Try to do the event, never find a status site for it in Caldari Faction Warfare. Yeah, you won't. Give me just a moment, use. Go YouTube at you. So go back a couple videos of mine, use. I have a video on how to find the contents. And I also discuss, and I'm happy to answer questions here as well. but that'll save you a little bit of time, I guess. The short answer is yeah, you're not going to be doing the event sites the way that you probably anticipated, which is unfortunate. Like, I'm disappointed with it, but I can't do anything about it, so all I can do is spread the word and let others know. So for an example, my character is in Minmill, and I'd have to go to Caldari Highsec to do the event, and it's like, I don't want to. Like, or Caldari Faction Warfare Space. I don't want to travel 20 jumps to go do these sites. And they're not even data sites. I mean, they're data sites, but they're actually combat sites. It just doesn't make any sense. Did you pick up the 40k Gladius game for free on Epic? I don't think so. It's a decent 4X style game. No, I don't think... Is it free right now, or was this a while back? Because if I'm not rage pinged about it, I won't remember. I don't have my Epic launcher up at the moment. It's free right now. Okay, if you can you post that link on Discord and at me? That way it's on my to-do list. I can do that after stream today. So I've definitely been interested in a 4K, 40K, 4X 40K game. Words are hard. 90YZQ. Let's go this way real quick.
Warp drive active.
And thank you, Andrew, for the heads up. I wouldn't have known about it. I don't boot up Epic on a daily basis. I'm old. I'm used to Steam being up 24/7. So I only find out about the free Epic games when you guys yell at me. Alright, that water's done. Let's crack our next one. Still have about 45 minutes till downtime. Known Explorer and Local. And an Astero. Disgusting. Let's go here.
Warp drive.
Yep, just claim the free games like they are Pokemon. Gotta collect them all. Nope, I don't. It's a good value, right? You're getting something for nothing. Hey, guess who? Glad you could join us today. Local is cleared out, but there are no SIGs here, so. So everyone's fast money to buy a cruiser. Skimming Rookie Help channel. You've got 113 games on Epic. I think I paid for 2 of them. Borderlands 3 when that first came out. And Tetris Effect for VR. Damn. Alright, Wondered and Local. Nothing on D-Scan, including the SIG. The SIG is unknown. We're going to at least get a SIG scan here.
Drive active.
Let's go this way. Yeah, Epic's been pretty generous with the free games. I wish I would have gotten Total War Troy on there, just to have it. It's not a priority for me to play it, but I was still resisting the Epic launcher at the time. Now they're giving out so many free games so often that it's hard not to get them. And an even larger library of shame on Steam. Exactly. Man. 10 years in the making. A backlog just growing. I bought a game today, Andrew. $1.50. I couldn't pass it up. It was 90% off. Live by the Sword Tactics. I love tactical games. This is like a little indie studio game, so. It was already on my watch list, or wish list. It was down to $1.50. I was like, I gotta have that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Songs of Conquest and Heroes Hour are 2 more that I'm watching. That are interesting to me. They're not tactical games, they're strategy games, but I guess you could argue Songs of Conquest is more tactical. Heroes Hour is more of a Heroes 3, not parody, not spoof, but not sure whether my Steam library of shame is worse than my plastic Warhammer pile of shame. Probably not, to be honest. Yeah, I was gonna say it's hard to beat a plastic Warhammer pile of shame. Those add up quick. Nobody in Local and 2 SIGs. Let's go here first, get the probes out.
Warp drive active.
Tripwire confirms gas and combat, so we can ignore both of those. My Warhammer pile of shame is at least all built, just not painted. Or your magic boxes. Wait, now, for magic boxes, you don't have unopened boxes, do you, 3C? I guess you can argue speculating investment, but let's go ULOX.
Warp drive active.
Unopened boxes stay on. Yeah, I agree. At least they have potential. Unopened boxes of Warhammer minis, that wouldn't be good at all. Not open boosters. What do I look like? A person with self-restraint? Do I look like I have any self-control, Rush? Oh man, Jay, for the 16th time, getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. 52% so far. Check OX real quick. Though the Astero may have already been over here as well. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Cancel all that. Oh, nope, too late to earn the warp. Alright. We'll cancel the jump. We'll scan this SIG down. You have a complete unopened edition bundle, and it's very hard not to open it. An unopened... What is complete edition? Let's go here. Let's scan this side first. Go here in case rats show up.
Warp drive active.
I am looking forward to the Lord of the Rings magic set, though. I'll probably resist paper magic and buy actual physical cards in the secondary market. And I'll probably go ham on Arena. And dump my 400,000 gold into it finally. Whatever gems I have piled up over the years. Special edition bundle they put out for the new Phyrexia set with oil slick cards. Huh. Brand new level 2 relic site. Spawned in our local while we were there. So we know nobody's been here yet. We're going to bookmark it. We're going to run it. 40 minutes till downtime. You should do the Lotro pre-release? I would like to. I'm not opposed to it, but free time and free money are not in large supply anymore. Hey, Space Ghosto. I make illustrations for Magic True Story. Like you're an artist that contracts with Wizards, or what, Space?
Warp drive active.
I think one of my favorite artists for Magic is probably Steve Argyle. I've got a Slave of Bolas playmat I've kept up with all these years. So yep, for Wizards. And you made some of the Lord of the Rings cards. Space! That is awesome. If you prefer remaining anonymous, I understand that. But if you ever want to post your work on Discord, feel free to do so. So my son's name is Durin. So you can probably guess which cards I'll be going for primarily. I don't even know if Durin has a card. I'm sure he has cards with references to him, but... I want to grab all his dwarves in general. Put the brakes on, get ready to go this direction. Alright, so far this side is empty. I'm going to prop once, make the bookmark. Go here. Lock this up. Slow boat the rest of the way. Hey, 36 million. Finally a can worth grabbing. I heard a rumor that they paid a little bit better for the Lord of the Rings set compared to the others for arts. I wouldn't be surprised. It could have been part of the terms for getting the licensing. I'm not saying that it was, I'm just saying that it could have been. I have no idea. Alright, suppression node, get out of here. Not helping anybody. 2-1. 2-1. Yuck. Okay, we're in trouble now. Grab the wrench. Am I good? We're good? I think we're good. Everything's fine. Quick 36 million. Bookmark already made. Plus one in local, though. Let's go ahead and punch OX real quick.
Warp drive active.
Rashad, I should name my kid 10-piece meal at the side of barbecue. Stop, Rashad. Get out. See, Drew, they paid almost double and more sometimes, but it's because they don't send proofs for this one. Ah, wow. Yeah, I saw the crazy headline about the one ring or whatever, with the special printing or whatever, and they're only making one and doing it Willy Wonka style. The packs are also more expensive for this one. Yeah, I don't expect that Wizards would eat the cost difference, right? I don't think anyone expects that to happen. Definitely pass it on to the consumer. These things are all known. Let's crash this gate. These are some old combat SIGs in here. See, I put my portfolio in chat there. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. Get this load up in another browser for checking out. Tripwire says I need to get into... Man, the greed. The greed. It's ERV. Where are we? UL. So I'm going to go GAZQ. Let's go take a peek.
Warp drive active.
Hope they paid extra for Veli for that one ring. Not pay by the print run. Oh no. Let me bring up Space's portfolio here. I like it. I like it. Let's see. GA goes into ZQ. The Nerd and Local should be an Explorer.
Drive active.
If not, then uh-oh. So I tried many different styles. Not too consistent. Nothing wrong with that. I grew up on Marvel Comics, and so... Oh, fuck me. Really? The game crashes, I'm warping to a gate with 400 mil on my ship. Cool. Thanks, CCP. Growing up on comics as a kid, for Marvel, X-Men comics, like, I grew up on Jim Lee art. But as a kid, like, never paid any attention to artist names and things like that. Now as an adult, going back and seeing like Arthur Adams and Jim Lee and being more aware and more conscientious of who has done the art that I enjoy and appreciate. Alright, let's try that again. Who's mailing me? Nothing that matters, looks like. Back on ZQ. The other end left local, I don't know where they ended up. Let's get this fixed. These two SIGs are dead, but yeah, and local. Background, if you or anyone else is in the market for Plex or Game Time, make sure to use the Rushlock code at checkout on Marquee's site there. I think the recent sale already ended. If not, it certainly would end with downtime today if it didn't already yesterday. There was a decent Plex sale going on. D-scan is clear. A crow? That's not good. I want to check 4B. Let's go here first.
Warp drive active.
Right, Crow's not trying to interact. There's no one else in local. I very much want to dump my loot off here and go check 4B. I don't think Mansford camps that side of 4B. It's usually the other sides. But I jump this gate and I just die. I'm going to be so annoyed. Oh, is Plexel still going? Okay, cool. I didn't know what day it ended.
Warp drive.
I thought it ended yesterday or today at downtime. I wonder if it's going through the 23rd like the Steam sale. I don't know. It's today, 21st. Oh boy, guys. This could be it. 30 minutes till downtime. 400 mil in cargo. We're jumping into Mansford's territory. If we make it through 4B into Weiso, we're fine, but if we jump this local right here and Mansford name appears, ah, fuck. Nope, nope, nope. Turn back around. Don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Hey, 23rd, I guess correctly. Instawarp. Rush, did you read the original Claremont back in the day? Leading up to the Jim Lee transition, kinda sorta. My first, I guess, X-Men following stuff was the animated series back in the 90s when it was like current and new. And then from there, my mom picked up a collection or a pack of Executioner Song storyline. And then from there, I started reading backward and forward. And the backward led me into Claremont stuff, because at that point, Jim Lee had already taken over. It was still like collaboration a little bit, but it was mostly Jim Lee at that point. Hey, Chaos. Go Masaba, take the long route, you'll get out? Fuck that, that's too much effort. I'd rather just die. But, let me read the rest of Instawarp's question, see if I missed any part to it. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I grew up on the Jim Lee stuff after the animated series and then enjoyed going backward into the Claremont era. Hey, Jur. Hope you're doing well. Chaos, what are you up to today? What are you working on? You got a lot in cargo. Is this only from Explo? Yes. I just got here a few minutes ago. So this is like a couple of sessions stored up over time space. I'm doing an Alpha to Omega series. But in this situation, I'm doing 3 of them at once. Fuck, Kitty jumped in the local. Time to go.
Active.
So I'm running 3 Alpha to Omegas at the same time. And not filamenting, correct, yeah. I just go in and out through HiSec. Pravi is typically very, very accessible, so. Ghosty with a legit dodge kappa. Will the dodge kappa meta be strong enough today to catch Ghosty? For those who don't know, if you put dodged kappa in chat the way Ghosty did, your chances of being gifted a sub go up dramatically.
Warp drive active.
And this is the alpha that deserves to get ganked, says Jay. At work, you know, at least Eve streams. Oh man, it'd be amazing. Back in the day if I was working at Banks and have my phone out and hop on Twitch. Nesbit with the Patreon shout-out request. Let's do it. If anyone is not familiar with Patreon, the link is in chat. It's an alternative subscription service where we get to keep over 95% of the proceeds versus Twitch where we get to keep less than half of it. So if you would like to keep your support in the most direct way possible, Patreon is the way to go. Never expected, but always appreciated. And for the Space Nerds, every new dollar on Patreon, we open up a 100 millionist giveaway available to everyone. If you decide to go VIP on Patreon, we make a 1 billionist giveaway. And today marks the 1 week mark since our last new Patreon supporter. We'll see if we can break the streak today. We're at 25% of our Patreon goal, where Patreon can fully fund our overhead for being full-time here on Twitch. But you can customize your Patreon support to be less than, equal to, or greater than your Twitch sub. Whichever works best for you. Let's go 5i, then DP Tech. Let's go this way.
Warp drive.
Background with Legit Dodge Kappa. 2 Legit Dodge Kappas out there. The Patreon shout out thanks to Nesbit. Now, Nesbit is a VIP. Chaos is a VIP. If you want that pink badge with the white diamond, there's only 18 left. Once they're gone, they're gone. There's a finite number of them. Even if you don't care about the badge, you can have the extra value of the knowledge that you prevented someone else from getting one. Space Ghosto, so are you going to Omega? 3 accounts at once. So chat decides which account we focus on. So there's Alpha to Omega, or which character. It's all one account. But we currently have an Amarian character. This is a new SIG. We have an Amarian character. We have a Minmatar character and a Caldari character. The Minmatar character is at 1.5 billion liquid disk already. But that link, the second link in chat there for the document, allows folks to follow along and see what nerds are working on. That's right, Rashad's got the VIP badge as well. Nesbit. There you go, Nesbit. Lay it on thick. Good job. Put that over there. It's a new SIG. We have too many nerds in the system. But we'll see if today can break the 1-week streak and find a new Patreon supporter. This is a wormhole. Let's go this direction. I could go OX. We'll go this way instead. Seeing Kitty Duvall log into 9UI or hop into 9UI 2 seconds after we see Mansfred and 4B, I don't think we're going to extract the loot today. I think the way is shut. I still think downtime is the best chance at it. And thank you, Nesbit, keeping us on track there for the Patreon shout-out. Thinking about 45 minutes it'll become available again. You could safe log. I could. I don't know how that helps me get loot out, but you're correct. We can always safe log. But if they're active over there at this time of day, it's less likely that
Warp drive active.
after downtime I'd get out in time. They will likely be racing to log in as well. Let's go here. Especially if Kitty came over and saw me in 9UI waiting, like, they're going to be more incentivized to hurry and try to beat us. It makes way more sense for me just to simply not do until the next day. No hits? What the hell else could this be on? We'll get ADU and see what's going on here. I wonder if that Freeport is still in 4B. Or if they use the Freeport as a bait for bubbles. I don't know. Let's go to AU. What is going on with this SIG? It isn't even very close to a celestial. I guess it could track inward now. The SIG is fresh, but not behaving in a way I would expect a relic site to. Hackable signatures will gravitate within 4 AU of a celestial. We're still in range of this cluster over here, but you don't feel good, Rashad. Like stomach virus or what? That's what's been going around here lately. Little man had it last week. I think his brother's had it for a week and a half. I don't know what's going on with him. This is probably a data site. The way it's scanning down. I mean, it could be a level 4 relic, but we have enough probe strength where it shouldn't be such a problem here. Where are we at? Yeah, 82 probe strength. Ah, gotcha, Rashad. Well, I'm feeling better soon. That is not fun to deal with. Hey, Varag. Good morning. Ugh, level 4 data site. Gross. Disgusting. Let's get out of here. We can go 3KB. We didn't see anything there in ZR
Active.
either. Have you ever got lucky on a ghost site? No. I'm not a big fan of invisible timers. I stick with the Sancha and Guri relic sites for the easy payouts so I can keep up with chat, not have to sweat about what's going on in game. Most of the stream here is just answering questions for new players or returning players. And everything I do in game is usually just mucking around and passing the time in between questions. Rashad. Oh no. 3 nerds in local? Who allowed this to happen? This is a day-old SIG also. ZR's over there. I hope they're not camping. Stack that loot. 53 plates on us at the moment. Did you ever play the card game? I did not, Varag. That was before my time, as far as I'm aware anyway. I worked at a hobby store in college around the time that game would have been out. I don't remember us ever stocking it. So I didn't find out about the card game until I started playing the EVE Online, the computer game. And for collection purposes, like I'd like to pick some up cheap someday and just have them for the sake of having them. But no, I haven't played the game itself. Hey Jinx, good morning. You lost a Legion on a ghost site. Yeah, I'd be more willing to run one in a T1 frigate, but not so much in a anything shiny. Just because that invisible timer is ticking down if someone else lands on the site. So someone else can land on that site, run the clock down, warp off, and lay a trap for the next unfortunate nerd. You picked up 2 starters packs on eBay, going to take them to my local game store and find someone to play with. That's awesome, Varag. That's a very good plan. Did you pick up the starter packs recently, or was this something you did years ago? I am deep in a pocket of Stain right now. Yesterday I had to jump through a few wormholes to bring back some mods. Went super well. TripWire makes it so easy. It's true. It definitely does. That's awesome, Jinx. I'm glad you're enjoying the adventures of exploration. Were the modules you were grabbing upgrades or replacements, or... I just tried to extract my loot, and nope. The pipe was too busy. The usual suspects were over there, ready to camp, so... Got the Matar, Amar, Galente, and Kaldari backs. I'm guessing packs, maybe? All for £30. That's not bad. Getting all 4 starters. For some reason, I thought you said you got 2 starter packs. Or maybe each starter pack has 2 factions in it. IM goes into 0B. Hey, Cyborg. Ran out of core probes and grabbed some other stuff too. Ran out of probes, oh no. You just lose them in space that often? I didn't think about that, Jigs. Yeah, there are those NPC stations you can manufacture out of. I've always been tempted to like make a character to go mission run for Stain, but for Sancha. Just to see what nullsec missions pay out for. Who the hell is this nerd? This is a combat site we don't care about. I feel like I've seen this name in Twitch chat before. 3D here. Each pack has 2 decks. Okay, that makes more sense then. You'll have to keep an eye out for those someday, Vrag. That's what I'd like to pick up is those starter packs. Oh, true, Jay. That'd be a nice sweaty redemption someday. Like, oops, I'm in trouble. What do? Eisner's just doing PI, I think. I shipped out a bunch of stuff here. It looked like back in 2017 I sent 10 ships and gear, but not enough probes for them. I gotcha. Nullsec missions pay ludicrously well. Really? I wonder if I don't think Sancha LP has any value, does it? That's the other thing I'm curious about, is what I would do with the LP. It could be an interesting series to do. I don't know if I'd alpha to omega it, but like testing out the waters for it. Let chat pick between the different NPC factions that have nullsec space that we can operate out of. Pirate LP is very valuable. Yeah, it's too vague and useless. I want to know specifically what Sancha can redeem for. Now you have to buy 240 card sleeves. You know what we should do, Varag? We should reach out to Rick Javix about having EVE Online card sleeves. He's got a background in the trading card industry, so plus his art background will make it very viable. These SIGs are all dead. Let's go LF. Genie with a YouTube shout out. Here we go. Now this is for everybody. Even if you've been to our YouTube before, click the link in chat. If you've never been there before, hit the subscribe button. That's where we post all our guides, tips and tricks, and news for EVE Online. And then once you're on the YouTube page, even if you're not new, go to our latest video, hit the like button, and then leave a comment for which Empire you're cheering for in either the Alpha to Omega series and or the Shadow War event. Those comments and likes are very helpful for visibility on those videos, and the clicks are free and very much appreciated. Let's check MVC BK4 again.
Warp drive active.
That would be an interesting crossover. I mean, they did a Warhammer 40k thing for Magic the Gathering, so anything is possible. Between Magic and EVE? No, that'll never happen. New Eden and EVE Online and CCP aren't even a blip on the radar for Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, if we reached out to Rick's, we could probably get some card sleeves done. Or at least he would know what direction to point in for custom card sleeves, maybe with his own art. Looks like Sancha LP is about 4K ISK per LP. Isn't that like a very general number, though? I thought 4K LP was like the rubber stamp answer for I don't know, so we'll just call it 4K. The buzzard's out here with probes. I don't know about this. Let's go Crash LF, go K1. Let's do that. You get a ton of it because system sec status is part of the LP formula. Now that's interesting too. Oh, it was 1K as the baseline. Okay. Do you have any data on what is in the Sancha store that has such value? I'd have said the same thing about EVE and Doctor Who, but that's true, 3C, in comparing Doctor Who fandom and merchandising or, I guess, business worth. But we all know that was a fluke. Like, that was just somebody within the BBC who happened to be an EVE fan and took that on as a personal project. I don't think we're going to see that at Wizards. Like, Rix does custom sleeves. Well, Rix does art, and he has a background in trading cards, so I would suspect he'd be aware of how to get custom sleeves made. Like, if not him himself, then his art plus someone else doing the production, I think would be a viable project at least. Let's go AY, then Sutek.
Warp drive active.
So for Sancha, it's faction, extra large ammo, and the pirate implants. Huh. That is more encouraging now. Nesbit, Shill the Marquee, Dragon Link. Guys, the Plex sale is still on, according to Jay, until the 23rd, until the downtime. So you've got today, tomorrow, and then the final downtime to get a big discount on your Plex. Use the link in chat. Make sure you also use the Rushlock code at checkout to get an extra 3% off your Plex. MI, is it a, it's not a known SIG. Why, I must have passed because someone was here before. Tutek? Ew, this could be nasty. Let's see.
Warp drive active.
Go here first. Probes out. Why did I not scan this before?
Active.
Is it too small? No? So why didn't I scan you before? Maybe there were nerds in local before. D-scan still clear. Was gone for a bit. Boss came by to discuss stuff. They're always wanting something, Andrew. Always wanting something. Let's go here. D-scan still looks clear. Totally picked up the starter packs on an impulse buy, but the game looks super fun. It seems to play pretty much like Magic, but with some extra depth. I would love to see a digital card game from New Eden someday. But I want to see like a broadening of the LP in general, like personal preference, just.
Warp drive active.
I get they're working on the first-person shooter, but they've been working on a shooter for like 10 years off and on. Even longer, I guess, with Dust, but... Like, I'm not mad or disappointed that they're doing a shooter. More that they're only seeming to do a shooter. It's true, Andrew. Always want something. Yeah, like, the FPS could be very good. They're obviously taking feedback, because they showed what they had before for that Sancha-themed one, and people went, spit, yuck. And they're like, alright, let's go back and figure out what we're doing wrong here. Let's see. All known SIGs, Wormhole and Double Combat. One Nerd and Local, 2 Tech goes MHFX. Let's go this way.
Warp drive active.
And I get whatever new shooter they do won't be integrated into EVE Online. But I want there to be some kind of connection. Like, even if it's just Plex. Like, have some kind of incentivization for being active in more than one platform. I doubt I'll be doing level 5 agent missions on Alpha in Sancha space. Tuners and local. Let's go FX here. So we all know Dust had solid prospect. I think that died because of the console issues it released with. I mean, yeah, there were multiple issues. One, back then they were afraid to launch on PC because they thought they would cannibalize their own MMO. Nowadays, it's more common knowledge that you want to keep people in-house with your products in general. They were never Sony exclusive by design or by desire. Microsoft refused to give them control of their own server for the game itself, and that was a walkaway point for CCPs, so that left it where only PlayStation existed. FSW and a DG. I started scanning all 4 of these. They're all dead SIGs, 3 combats and a data. Oh, that's true, yeah, we can't even do level 4s or 5s as an alpha. Varag, I don't think we're going to see that new FPS come out and be anything like Dust. If you're thinking in terms of integration. Still boggles my mind they didn't port Dust to PC. I don't know enough about it to know what, if any, technical issues there were preventing it. But I agree. Like, not having it on PC later down the road. Like, I don't get how they just walked away from it. I don't know what kind of tech or even business transactions may have prevented them from controlling it and doing it later, but... Hey, Elder Wolf. Good morning. Yeah, exactly, Jay. I'm sure there were some details that we're unaware of that prevent it. Otherwise, it seems like an accessible win. 2 old SIGs. We'll go TR.
Warp drive active.
TR goes 7MD ERV. We'll love to see a Battlefield-style EVE FPS with destruction and the like. Like terrain or environment destruction, I presume, or... We're going into TR, we're going to go ERV. Okay. Let's go here. These 2 SIGs are both old. Is it 7MD? Yeah.
Warp drive.
Gotcha, Andrew. Jay, I would love a game based on an EVE universe. Fuck FPS. Oh, a good game, like, regardless of genre. I love the concept of the EVE Dust crossover, yeah. The idea that actions in one game had any impact at all on the other title. I always thought it was because they were paid to keep it PlayStation exclusive, but apparently that is false. To my knowledge, that is false. If that were ever true, someone did a great job at hoodwinking Sony because Microsoft wouldn't play ball on server controls, so CCP had to walk away from Xbox. That has left Sony
Drive.
getting an exclusive by default. Yeah, I'd heard other like claims over the years, like, oh man, Sony paid CCP money to make it and then make it exclusive. Like that's never been anywhere near accurate from what I've seen. It's always been about Microsoft not wanting to let CCP control their own server. Yeah, exactly, Vrag. Now, is that personal bias, Jay? Like, you're not a big FPS fan? Because I'm not either. But I would still try out a new Eden FPS, right? Still see what it was all about. But some people are so sour over either Dust or the multiple failures of CCP to get a FPS out the door that they just start like twitching and frothing at the mouth whenever someone mentions an FPS. I don't know which one of those camps you found yourself in. Eve Universalis, don't tease, Bragg. A 4X strategy Eve game, but you want it ground-based or space-based? I presume space-based. A PlanetSide 2 style with giant battlefields, that could be cool. That has a sandbox element to it. We'll check OX and probably crash back in.
Drive active.
See, I'm not an FPS fan. There's just so many better genres. That's completely false. There are not many better genres than FPS in terms of selling product. Now, if you mean, when you say better, if you mean personal preference, then sure. I can definitely agree with that. Like, FPS is the laziest, most boring game you can think of. You know why, Jay? Because it fucking sells. You think they're out there doing it for money? No, Jay, they're doing it for a fuck ton of money. I'm sorry, I think it's a shit ton of money. I think that's what we're supposed to go with the Spaceballs theme. Jay out here with this casual ass approach of, let's make a fun, engaging video game, guys. Like, who the fuck's gonna pay for that, do you think? If we're doing that, let's make a tactical RPG game.
Active.
So I can buy the fuck out of it. I'd love to play that kind of a game. But who's gonna pay for it? FPS nerds. Isn't that just called Stellaris 3C? Yep. Probably with a mod. I'm pretty sure it has one. Yeah, some FPS games sell, but most of them don't. Well, yeah, those die and go away, so they don't matter. We're only looking for successful ideas, Jay. That's true for every genre, yeah. But if you want to reach the higher ceilings, it's all about low brain power and pew 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 pew. Gotta give them that quick dopamine hit, that short attention span reward. Make sure you reward them for not fighting over an objective. See, Rashad's already on board. He's like, sign me up. Save location, pull the probes. I want to punch in at range to see if the nerd's out here. Fuck me, a second nerd coming in local.
Warp drive active.
Nope, we're warped, we're good. Well, I don't know about this now. We're in D-scan range. No one's actively on the site, but I don't know if it's fresh or been picked already. Ooh, boy. If a nerd even logs in, we have to fuck off. Go there.
Warp drive active.
D-scan's still clear. We'll make an attempt for this site after downtime, and if someone comes in the local, especially one of these two, we gotta warp right off. We'll do a safe log off when we get back to our bookmark here and count down downtime. Alright, one of them's in Arazu. It's gonna be going through probably UL gates soon. We're off D-scan now. Let's do log off safely. There we go. D-scan's clear, should be fine. All right, downtime in just under 3 minutes. For those who don't know, Eve shuts down every day for 5 to 15 minutes. They turn everything off, turn it back on again. Flush out some of the mess all the nerds make. Yeah, a New Eden digital card game I would thoroughly enjoy. Comparatively, their overhead development cost is a bit lower. They can loot box the monetization. Ideally, they go cosmetic route though over, paying for stronger cards, because that just leads to a game that's dead on arrival. They shut it down long enough to swap out the server hamsters. Yep, gotta take the dead ones out, put some new live ones in. If that were true, we'd have one streaming still. I think it's down to 2 minutes nowadays. Some days. I wouldn't say consistently. No. Is it even below a minute? I don't know. There was a dev blog about it recently. Maybe as like an attempt or an initiative or a hope, but definitely not a consistent thing by any means. I mean, that could be a good cash maker for CSP to be blunt. Yeah. There are plenty of games that have balanced that pay to win versus monetize the cosmetic element to it. I just don't know if they could figure out a way to also loop in Plex and or ISK. Like, they wouldn't want it generating a relevant amount of either. But if there wasn't some kind of economic tie-in, they were completely monetarily separate. Imagine making a card game that ends up manipulating the New Eden market. Like, I think with a good game model, maybe res the old Eve card game as a CCG as online. Maybe. I don't know the barriers that would be in place for that kind of a thing. See, digital card games are quite a heavily competed market. That's true. As are FPS, but that's not slowing them down. They still, for some reason, feel like they're going to deliver a unique and engaging product that people are going to go out of their way for. I'll believe it when I see it, but... Let people trade cards on the Jita market. Booster packs in Jita 3C. There we go. I will open up a shop tomorrow. That's what the stream would become. I would just be trading cards all day. Andrew. Good luck, Andrew. Be safe. They could do soft tie-ins easily. Play the card game, earn skins. Yeah, exactly, Jay. Absolutely. Wait a minute. It's been an hour and a half? We're dropping frames. Mediacom, don't you start up. We dropped 1% of our frames throughout the whole stream so far today. This is the first time I'm noticing any upload fall off over there. It's a cold morning today. We'll see if that has any impact on stability. Yesterday, the issue went away entirely after the stream had ended. See, EverQuest 2 had an in-game card game. So does Final Fantasy 14, I believe. Triad, I think. Triple Triad. Alright, let's see what the daycare is up to today. They like to blow my phone up. Genie posted on YouTube. Genie, such a good shill. Thank you, Genie. Blah, 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 blah. Double check. More junk. What is this? Don't care. Junk, junk, junk. Junk, junk, junk. More junk. Okay. Okay. Nothing of any interest over there yet. This is a good idea. Someone go to the Reddit. No, good ideas don't ever go to the subreddit. That's the worst place for a good idea. That's the fastest place for it to die. Wasn't Gwent from Witcher? That's correct. Not sure if that one's still alive. Oh, Gwent? Definitely. I don't know what Vraga's seen, but Gwent's had like new release development within the last 6 months that I'm aware of. Or rather, at least development is what I guess, parse or base it off of versus... internet babbling. Well, the guy who does Death of the Game videos just released a one on Gwent. I think if someone's entire platform is based on Death of a Game videos, then you have to start wondering about the integrity of the contents. Like, if they can't find something wrong with the product, right? Their whole business dries up. So you have to... I'm not saying all their videos are crap or wrong or anything like that. Just there's an inherent or automatic element to it. Like, he did that video 6 years ago. Well, there you go. So, kind of makes the point there. When did he put one out on EJ? Every year for however long he's been doing videos. Oh, guys, I got the cough from the gym yesterday. Oh, that cold air got me. That should tell you about his credibility. He was at least a decade late on that one. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of another example of that, like, that business model. Like, I don't know. Oh, it's like the reverse of hype, right? Guys, here's the video game coming out next month that you all need to buy. This will be the only game you buy this year. It's going to keep you busy. It's going to entertain you. You're never going to get bored. It's going to be your new best friend. It's going to tell you it loves you. Like, that's the shill business. That's the hype shill business of... Now, don't pay any attention that I do a video like this every single month, where every month I'm telling you the new product coming out is the last one you're ever going to need to buy. Shale posting on Discord, thank you very much. I'm seeing more frames drop. I don't like it. I don't like it. Downtime could be over by now. I see a green dot. Nope, no green dot yet. Let me cycle my launcher. Come on, launcher, you can do it. We believe in you. Alright. Game not up yet. We got the launcher cycled. There's an expert boost bundle, $40. You get a bunch of SP immediately. Oh god. 1.5 million SP instantly for $40. Stop it. They're not going to stop it, by the way. March 21st. We've got patch notes. Let me get you guys a clean link for the patch notes today. Copy this, paste it here for you. Kelgar wants a best of Amos. We will definitely do that, Kelgar. I can't do it till after the Alpha 2 Omega session, but if you're not here, I'll refund it after we finish the run. There was a patch, so it may take a few more minutes, yeah. And also, Christopher, hope you're doing well. Alright, patch notes for today. Adjusted the spawns of the waylaid courier salvaging sites. Research data node sites. And besieged research sites, so there are a higher amount of sites total, and they will now respawn more consistently. Oh, for the sites, not for the rats. Okay. Universe. Full industry services and office slots have been added to the Federation and Caldera Anchorage stations throughout the universe. Gameplay. The gauges when previewing an empire before selecting the one in the Shadow UI will now show current progress correctly. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The radial menu dock function no longer appears to be available while in warp. Switched launch drones to the top of the menu and just clicking on a drone. Yep. Cool. So some fixes, it looks like. Let's go here. Krabazar. Krababazar. Nope, I'm going to fuck this name up. Krabazar. You probably have a question here, but I'm now obsessed with your name. I'm going to get it right. Krabazab. I'm going with Krabazab. There just happens to be an R at the end. Hey guys, can you please help with fit for probe anti-bubble for ruins scan. I feel like this is like a chat GPT bot going around. Crab, I'm happy to help, but I have absolutely no idea what you're asking. So probe is a ship. Anti-bubble, that's not a thing. I guess you could fit the active module for nullification. Is that Omega only? I'm not sure. For ruins scan, I'm guessing you're talking about for exploration, which we happen to be doing. But you've kind of jumbled like 3 or 4 ideas and slammed them all together into a single statement. It could be a language barrier issue. English may not be your primary language, and that's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that at all. 4Stop. Hello and welcome, and thank you for the follow. Patch has the wrong date on it. Uh-oh. Let's take a look. The patch is dated the 16th. Yep. Yep. Oh, no, it's not 16th. Yeah, it is, I guess, kind of. It was like 16.1 before. That should just be 21.1, I presume. See, Interdiction Nullifier won't fit on a T1 Explo ship, if I recall correctly. I haven't tried. I've only done that on the Scepters, so yeah. That could very well be the case. Otherwise, drop Cloak, I would imagine. But that's going back to Omega versus Alpha anyway. Excuse me. I think his question is a prober for relics with bubble immunity. Well, they capitalized probe, which makes me think they're talking about the Minmatar ship specifically, but I could be wrong. We'll see if they clarify their question at all. Looks like downtime has continued, just despite Jay, who was asking about 1-minute downtimes earlier. Then he'll, try to point out that there's a patch today, and that's the excuse for being mistaken, and then Solstice will show up and probably do the same thing. Genie. A well-used vote. There we go. Well done, Genie. Server's up, says Shale. Let's see if we can log in. I see the green dot. Let's get good. So there was a level 2 relic site in our local at downtime, but we also had 2 nerds in local, so one seemed to be just passing through. Now the Amarian's in control. Let's give them both the skill points. There. I don't think we care about the booster right now. What's our local going to look like? Maybe the extended downtime. Well, it's not extended, but the non-immediate downtime will throw off the other 2 nerds that were here. Nope. Basic probes already out in space. Disgusting. Put these over here. None of these are new, but we have the relic site. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Alright, we're hauling too much loot to worry about this. OX goes into UL. Come on, run this pocket real quick. Let's go DP Tech.
Warp drive active.
I want to get in and out of the CVA pocket as quick as possible. Let's move this over here. So NGL is a known relic site. This was something else. We scanned it down before. Yeah, it's an old SIG from several days ago. Man, getting chased off by a nerd with basic probes. Because we're hauling so much fat loot. Alright, no one's been in DP Tech yet. I think 5i had a SIG before. But there were too many nerds for us to stop in there. We've seen this one. Let's go 5i quickly. This is an old SIG. This is a wormhole, I think? Yeah. We can go through 9UI into ZQ and just see what the traffic looks like over there. We'll check time also. We'll take a quick bio break sometime in the next 20 minutes. Plus 1 nerd and local. Same sig here. Let's get into QR.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, it was cold this morning coming in, like 35 Fahrenheit. Seems our frames have normalized and started to behave themselves. We dropped like 10,000 frames over a 10-minute period. This nerd's in the Ishtar. Probe's out. We're going to find out what the SIG is.
Active.
The Ishtar's not going to interact with our scanning and hacking here. Good on that side. This side is junk. This is just a nasty wormhole. Probably had Vinny's fingers in it. Back into QR.
Warp drive active.
35 Fahrenheit. What's that in Celsius? No idea. It's cold. That's all I keep track of. Let's see what this is. That's good. Alright, there we go. That's what I was thinking through. See, it's close to 0. No SIGs here. Getting to FC, then down to UTEC. The 90Y ZQ more than likely. Man, Kitty being active right before downtime. Mansard showing up in 4B. Which means we'll stack up more loot before we get to extract. No one in FC yet. Three SIGs. Pretty sure they're all old, though. Yep, all old. Let's get into UTEC.
Warp drive active.
It's all in ignore. Nobody's in UTEC yet. Go there. Good on that side. That's all junk. Okay. 90Y punch.
Warp drive active.
We'll probably get some faction warfare time in today too. I think we'll run this route one full time. And we'll end up with the loot that we end up with. At least after downtime we can benefit from having all the old SIGs pre-scanned. It'll get us through the route that much faster. Do a little faction warfare, maybe some Lego time today. That's a new SIG. Jesus fuck, it's 2 nerds. 75 AU.
Active.
And Kitty Duval just logged into local. Disgusting. Brand new SIG in 9UI. We're not going to get in D-scan range of it. D-scan's clear on ZQ. Still clear. Still clear. Other nerd ran off. Interesting. This is an old SIG. Let's go here.
Warp drive
This is a data site. We didn't have OX beforehand, so we should go like GAULOX. Crash back into UL. Okay, I'll roll. Alright, this seems to be a new SIG. This is GA. Both the old SIGs fell off.
Warp drive active.
Let's go there. Chaos. So I know with Alpha 2 Omega you do Explo, but have you tried the other methods like ratting or mining, gas huffing, etc. to see the time difference with IS gains? I have not. I can tell you from experiencing other people's runs that they're slower. Explo is generally the fastest one, compared to like even say Abyssal content, for example. Hey, Freedom Tower. But yeah, generally speaking, Explo is always going to be faster than the other methods. You can put Abyssals underneath writing, I guess, but... Now, years ago, I did have a day 1 alpha Caracal that could rat nullsec. But I didn't, like, play it out long enough to do an Alpha 2 Omega challenge on it. And then afterwards, like, all the writing mechanics in nullsec changed anyways, so... I'd have to be blue in nullsec again someday to start up another Alpha 2 Omega via nullsec writing. Which I'm not opposed to, it just, I'd have to fall into another nullsec group out somewhere. And start sciencing out there. Writing options. Oh my god, a brand new SIG and it's a level 5 data site. Even more useless than the gas and the combat site that were here before it. Let's go UL.
Warp drive active.
But yeah, Chaos, I enjoy doing things, like the Smart Bomb writing. I missed that one. Explo's top dog. In terms of accessibility and being lucrative, absolutely. Andrew wants a Vinny drive-by. Andrew, any particular suspicious activity we should watch out for? Hey, John. Happy Tuesday and good morning. The workout today, John. We've got back squats to do at 85% of our max. We're doing 6 rounds of 2. And then for the cardio, we're doing a 12-minute, as many rounds and reps as possible. 500-meter bike, 15 ring rows, 500-meter bike, and then 15 knees to chest from a hanging bar. That's all one round. You do as many rounds as you can in 12 minutes. Let's go OX first. Crash here.
Warp drive.
Kalindros. Hope we're doing well. Some kids up on top of the tower smoking some pot. This sounds like a Vinny story. Didn't he say he had kids locally hanging around his place the other night trying to scare him? They weren't trying to scare him, but they happened to. For those who have not seen Shillville before, this is Vinegar Duche, chief of the Wormhole and now Shillville Police. He's going to patrol the mean streets of Shillville. They're not really mean. They've got like one block here with this whiny-ass Jeep driver. But thankfully he hasn't filed a complaint recently. It's been all quiet on that front as of late. If you've not seen Shillville before, Shillville is linked in Twitch chat. You can claim a plot and build in Shillville. All the directions are there for you. Relic site is gone. Not surprised. Let's crash back into UL. Them damn kids, Varag, that's right. Don't make me remember I skipped gym yesterday. Uh-oh, Kalindros. Kalindros, if you ever want to, post your workouts on our Discord in the workout channel. You never know when your workout may inspire others to be more active. Let's see. I want to go into ERV.
Warp drive active.
And then... those nerds are going to screw everything up. I want to burn north and try to get ahead of them. Yeah, we'll go ERV, BRIS. John. Now, Elderwolf also wants us to show the Patreon page. If you guys have not seen Patreon before, Patreon's linked in chat. It's an alternative subscription service where we get to keep over 95% of the proceeds. That's a huge, huge help. Keeping the channel on full time. We're a quarter of the way to our overall goal of being less dependent on Twitch revenue. So if you'd like to subscribe to the channel and do so in the most direct way possible, Patreon is the way to go. Again, we get to keep 95% of it versus Twitch, where we get to keep less than half of it. So while absolutely never expected, the support is very much appreciated. If you go VIP on Patreon, you get a special snowflake badge like Elderwolf has. And what's worse or better is that there's only 18 of them left. Once they're gone forever. So even if you don't care about the badge, you get the extra value of knowing you stopped someone else from getting one. Also, for every new dollar on Patreon, we give away 100 million ISK. So if we have a new VIP, that is a 1 billion ISK giveaway that we could have today. It's been 1 week since our latest VIP had joined. We'll see if we can break that streak today with a new VIP supporter. Nothing on D-Scan. 1 SIG in local that I would like to scan down, but 2 nerds in local. Gonna prevent that. Next gate's already in D-Scan range. We're good there. Yesterday you did dumbbells, hip hinges, torso twists, cat-cow stretches, Superman stretch, and walked mile. Very good, John. That was awesome. I was inspired for 2 weeks to work out, but some nerds stopped posting and I got demotivated. That wasn't me, Elderwolf. I don't know who your inspiration was. Let's get into 3KB. Nesbit getting points in for the large skill injector giveaway. Thank you, Nesbit. If anyone's not aware of it or hasn't done it yet, down below chat there's a red button that says Get Good. Click it. That'll open up your channel point menu. And in there you'll see the community goal for a large skill injector giveaway. Once that reaches 100%, we'll fire the giveaway off. We're over halfway through. Currently at 52%. Uncle Thelzar, hope you're doing well. Just making sure I was caught up on chat there. Put input box for the redeem. That'll happen someday. It's less likely to happen with Elderwolf asking about it, though. You'd think it should be more likely to happen. And it should be, probably, but it's Elderwolf. Like, talk about demotivating. This is an old SIG. Let's get into ZR. Put this on ignore.
Warp drive active.
Thelzar, I hate all you exercisers. Not real, I just missed it. I'm only allowed to do light stretches anymore. Forever? Or do you have like a recovery going on? Or I guess recovery is the wrong word. Rehab? Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Forever? Oof. Who's that nerd in local throwing a salute? I don't remember what that was in BR? There were like 2 other nerds there before. Another nerd. At least the SIG is old. Let's go here.
Warp drive active.
Right, Andrew? Forever a nerd. We gotta find a way for Thelzar to get their heart rate up without other complications. Nothing on D-Scan there. We've got almost 2 hours, I think. And we've only found like 1 can, I think, so far. I think, hey, I had 5 plates in it. But that's exploration sometimes. It's a lot of jumps, a lot of nothing.
Warp drive
And all of a sudden, you find that fat payday. It's got to move faster than everyone else. There has been a lot of competition this morning. Like a lot. We've seen like 4 or 5 other explorers out so far this morning. We also need to plan out our bio break here soon. Try to think of where we are versus where we're going to run our loop to and from. Maybe an LF. We are Varag, yeah. I'd love to get them out, but the way out has been camped recently, so. This is a combat site. Let's get into 0B3DFYLF.
Warp drive active.
What's your average on a day? Oh, I don't have a daily average. Well, that's not true, I guess. The average, and a day isn't a good measurement system, because a day for me and a day for you could be 2 different things. You know, maybe I have 2 hours, maybe you have 8 hours, right? So I would say I average 100 million ISK per hour. Average 100 million ISK per hour. So if I have 3 hours of finding nothing, I'll have like a 4th hour find, 400 or 500 mil. John, fixing a decade of sloth-like behavior. It's taking time, but it's been amazing, John. Every time you post those activity days, it's awesome. This is an old SIG, but the other one is new. The guy in local before was in a hauler.
Warp drive active.
So here's hoping they're not out of that hauler yet. Let's see if we can find some information on this new SIG. Are we getting closer to it? We are. I see my probes. Nothing else. Let's go to 1 AU. We need to do a Z kill on the nerd as well, but the SIG is far away from a Celestial, so I don't think this can come back as anything relevant. Sadly. Hour is pretty sketchy in my opinion because it can be very feats famine. Oh, feast or famine, yes. That's why it's an average. That's how averages work. You have to have hours of nothing and some hours of feast and famine is how you find an average. That's the very definition of it. Let's go to a 3D. There is no guaranteed per day or anything.
Active.
On a side note, if I may, what's your opinion on AI generators? I don't really have an opinion, Calendris. I read the headlines and keep up with the stories and the memes, but I don't have like a philosophical, I guess, take on them. As with most things like that, some people overestimate them in some ways and underestimate them in others, and I would probably argue, at the end of the day, just follow which one's got the money, juicing into or out of it. That'll be the one probably the most interesting one to keep up with.
Drive active.
Andrew! Just input, output. Profit. Three C. Someone has come up with an interesting foil to the style transfer / art generators. I've seen on the Reddit of them. I think they're going to make us superfluous to posting. I swear there was one in this morning that seemed like a chat bot. That could have been English barrier, a language barrier. We'll save a lot of time for trolls. I used to shit post, but then I got a bot to do it for me. Let's go LF. Should probably check AP9.
Warp drive active.
Hey, Cornaga. Yes, Sun V. I wonder what that was about. Hey there, Irmam. Irmam, first time Nerd of the Day yesterday. Dropping those bits on us. Thank you very much. In fact, today, all 3 Nerd of the Day spots are open. If you don't know about Nerd of the Day, each stream, whoever cheers the most bits, drops the most gifted subs, or leaves the biggest tip on the tip button here, gets a point for picking content for a future stream. And at the moment, someone could cheer 1 bit, gift 1 sub, or leave any tip at all, and steal Nerd of the Day status. This is a wormhole, so let's crash the gate and head to LF. Hello? Hello?
We're
Hello?
not just
There we
doing
go.
this for money.
How many times do I have to click crash gate? I don't
Doing
know.
it for a shitload of money.
One more time, apparently. Chaos with the cheer 100. Chaos, thank you very much.
We're not just doing this for money.
Hello, Rush. How are you today? Spencer, good morning.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Chaos and Spencer, thank you both very much. Andrew has gifted a sub to Jason Solo. Andrew,
We're
thank you
not
very
just
much.
Doing this for money.
All the shill engines are firing up, starting to warm up
We're doing it
on this
for a
cold
shitload
morning.
of money.
Spencer just stole Nerd of the Day on the tip side. Let's go over here real quick. Goals. 10, Spencer. We took Nerd of the Day yesterday. Bits. Chaos. The cheer 100. And then Andrew. Which will probably trigger Vinny. All those zeros falling off the screen, or out of the box. We are now 1 professional shill away from our first hype train of the day. We've got Andrew and Chaos holding open the hype train window for 5 minutes. Well, now 4 minutes, I believe. Just under 4 minutes. But we need one professional shill who is not Andrew and not Chaos to cheer 100. Gift a sub, drop a prime, or hit your own resub button. So if you're already subscribed, refresh the stream. You shouldn't get any ads. See if your resub button is available. If it is, smash it. And you can be the one to kick off the first hype train of the day.
We're not just doing this for money.
Instead, it'll be Spessor gifting a sub to
We're doing
Background.
it for a shitload of money.
Spessor, thank you very much. Kicking off the first hype train of the day. Also tying Andrew for Nerd of the Day on the gifted sub side. Let's do some math here. We should be well over halfway, yeah. We need now one sub. One sub, resub, gift sub, or prime, or a cheer 500 would beat the level 1 hype train. And if level 1 hype train completes before time runs out, we can then talk about unethical giveaways for the first time today. MVC BK4. Let's check this one over here. Spessor, thank you again very much for the gifted sub. Going to background. Remember, if you're not subscribed to the channel, just put Dodged Kappa in chat to increase your chances of being gifted a sub. The Dodge Kappa meta. Don't overthink the science.
We're not just doing
We've already done
this
that for
for
you.
money.
Felzar.
We're doing it for
I'm
a
reading back through
shitload
chat.
of money.
Tim had Chuck Norris in system watching multi-streams. My bad, son V. You're fine. No worries. John with the cheer 100. John, thank you very much. Taking us to 75%. That means we need 400 bits. One sub, resub, gift sub, or prime. Before that clock runs out. To beat the level 1 hype train. Thank you, John, for the bits.
Warp drive active.
Let's go here. Bring this down just a little bit there and scan. No eyes in local. Fucking Archon. That's Fort Kappa. Jesus. Archon, good morning. Hope you're doing well. We've got 3 minutes left on the hype train. What is the Amarian paywall at? Is that 500 million? No. The Amarian paywall is at 29,344 points, which loosely translates to just under $300. It is ostentatious, is blinged out. In fact, it's being reinforced right now by Spessor for another 1,000 points. So it's going to crack the 30k mark here in a moment. Spessor getting points in for the LSI giveaway as well. Thank you, Spessor. Nope, have a meeting at 9 a.m. Oh my god, Archon. A meeting at 9 a.m.? Who did you piss off? Or who pissed someone else off that you gotta deal with it? 9 a.m. meetings. Disgusting. Chaos. Don't worry, Chaos. Your points will still go for the good cause, supporting the Mimitar, and chipping away at that damn Amarian paywall.
Warp drive active.
We have 2 minutes left on the hype train at 75%. Again, it would take 400 bits. No. Yeah, 400 bits. Or one sub, resub, gift sub, or prime to beat that level 1 hype train. And then we can talk about unethical giveaways for the first time. This week, in fact. Yeah, I don't think we had any hype train. We had a hype train yesterday. We had level 2. Remember we gave out the 200 million. The site's been picked already. Disgusting. Let's go this direction. Already been picked. Archon. Chaos getting points in for the LSI giveaway. Thank you very much. Down to the final 100 seconds. Will the hype train beat the clock in time? Doesn't need to be one person. It can be a group effort on the bit side. If 4 different people cheer 100, that would also beat the level 1 hype train. And allow us to talk about unethical giveaways for the first time. First ad ever, Spessor. Uh-oh. We need Spessor with the Dodge Kappa. Let's go LF, and then come down K1
We're not
this
just
direction.
doing this for money.
Andrew with a 500 bits bomb.
We're doing it for a shitload
Andrew
of
is
money.
now Nerd of the Day, double Nerd of the Day, leading on bits and gifted subs. Andrew, thank you for the bits. Let's get all those zeros out there for Andrew. Level 1 hype train is complete. Andrew is now double Nerd of the Day.
We're not just
Double
doing
hype
this
train
for
conductor, in
money.
fact.
We're doing it for a shitload of money.
Though the hype train is saying Spessor's got the first gifted sub. I must be fucking up. Let me go back and look. Andrew gifted the sub out first, but is counting Spessor's for the hype train. Spessor is robbing Andrew. And it says Chaos now. Oh shit, Chaos snuck in 401 bits unethically. Unethically cheering bits to steal Nerd of the Day status.
Warp drive active.
Chaos, well done. The unethical steal is always the best steal. Let's go to bits. Andrew goes here. Chaos steals back nerd of the day on the bits side. Story of my life. Robbed all the all the time. Kalindros is continuing their gifted sub from Caldari Prime Pony Club. Kalindros, thank you for the supports. Archon, but on the good news, have the bike pulled out, and the bags are amazing, Archon. I presume pictures will be incoming when possible. That is awesome, Archon. Level 1 Hype Train did complete, so now we can talk about unethical giveaways for the first time today. If Level 2 Hype Train completes before time runs out, and it's already more than halfway completed. But if Level 1 completes, each Hype Train conductor, even the unethical one, Spesser, who's stealing it from Andrew, will run at least one round of casino giveaways. We've got 3 minutes left on the Hype Train. We'll do some shill math here. It would take 800 bits, 2 subs, resubs, gift subs, or primes, or a 1 sub, resub, gift sub, or prime, and a cheer 300 total bits. Again, does not need to be one person. It can be a team effort. We've got just under 3 minutes to get there. Coming up on the halfway mark on the timer for the Hype Train. Spesser is Hype Train conductor with 1 sub point. Chaos with 501 bits. Stealing the bit side there. Let's move these in this direction to 2. Let's go and go to 1 AU on this one. Bring that one up. That part is good. Ginny says, yay, ethics. Ginny, thank you for the YouTube post earlier. Very much, it was amusing. If anyone in chat has not been to the YouTube channel today, not ever, but today specifically, click the link in chat, hit the subscribe button, if you haven't done so already, to keep up with the latest tips, tricks, and news for EVE Online. And then go to our newest video, hit the like button, and leave a comment for which Empire you're cheering for either the Alpha to Omega Challenge and or the Shadow War event. Clear out Genie's request. We're caught up on that one. Only 100 seconds left. Will the first Hype Train of the day be ethical? We'll find out in about a minute and a half. Thank you again to Chaos, Andrew, Spesser, John, for the Hype Train so far. Put a pic for you on Discord. Ooh, let's go check out Archon's bags on their bike. Load up my other browser here. Damn, Archon. Those turned out well. Is that boat back there named Adventure? Is that what I'm seeing? What is this SIG? This is a data site, so it's junk. AY goes into 2Tech. Let's go this way. One nerd and local.
Warp drive active.
Oh, it's not a boat, it's a camper. I just like the fact that it's named Adventure. Less than a minute, about 40 seconds left. Will the Hype Train remain ethical? We're at 56% of a level 2. It would take 800 bits, or 300 bits in a sub, resub, gift sub, or prime, or 2 subs, resubs, gift subs, or primes. Fuck off, Genie. Adventure's what I said. I don't care what Genie says. We're gonna go lock Genie and Elderwolf in the same closet. Let one problem solve the other. 2 nerds enter, and 1 nerd leaves halfway sane. Combat and wormholes. These are junk. The original hubcaps are caught. Holy shit! Over half a century on those hubcaps. Hype Train level 2 will whelp, but thank you all again very much for the support. I'll get your points in for the voting here in just a moment. Let's go to our bookmark, in fact. Get those points sorted out. Chaos at 501. That's going to go anti-Amarian. Turn that into a 3. Make that into an 88. Then add in Spesser's points. Make that a 9. Make that a 300. Add the gifted sub in. Let's add these in real quick before I mess this up. 34 there. Chaos over here. Gets a 2 and a 5 over here. Makes it 43. Very good. We've got Andrew. Which Empire is Andrew supporting? Let me see if I can find Andrew in my list. They were supporting Galente before, so it's definitely going to at least attack Amarians. Let's see. 500 there. 295. Too many zeros there. Oh no, I fucked this thing up all up. Let's back it up some more. Okay. Add the 1,000 there. Add the 1,000 there. Take 1,000 off because of those two attacks. Make that into a 2. Chaos goes back to 2. 43. There we go. They go for 500 on eBay, Archon. Holy crap. Andrew, no empires. They're all evil. We'll do Andrew. Let's give Andrew another set of points over there. Let's go back this direction. We've got John points to spend. Let's see. Did John vote before? I would think they had. Yep, there's John. Turn that 8 into a 7. There's a huge vintage camper cult out there. Huh. Wait, where is out there, Archon? Alright, Bitsides completes. Spester, we added theirs in, but they have Andrew. Another 200 points for Andrew. Let's add that over there. Get into a 5. Alright, we're all caught up. Voting has settled. Nerd of the Day status, let's make sure that's accurate. We've got Spester with top tip, Chaos with top bits, and Andrew with top gifted subs. Despite what the hype train tried to claim. Let's go here. Do a 10 there. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 there. And with that, we're a quarter of the way through today's shill goal. And there we go. In the world, do what? There's a huge vintage camper cult out there. Oh, out there, like just somewhere, we don't know where specifically. But somebody's buying these up. Let's definitely go this direction. Alright guys, it has been a little over 2 hours. Give me just a quick moment for a quick bio, and I'll be right back. Alright, there we go.
Active.
I'm out for the day. You all have fun and good day. Lurk mode. Well, thank you for the Lurk Archon. I tell you good luck with that damn meeting, but I know there's no point to that. Oh, we got a new YouTube comment from Chaos. Let me get this loaded up. Chaos says, "Why have a shiny ship when you could have a rust one and rust we trust?" There you go. Agreed, Chaos. AY goes into 2-tech, crash it back. So I want to go into MHFX. There we go. We've got about 5 more systems to check, and we'll be at the end of our route for the day. We haven't had much loot opportunity on this character today, but
Warp drive active.
I'm pretty confident we've successfully dodged a gate camp that was active earlier. Oh, wow. I don't know if Space Ghosto is still here. Oh, but you said they didn't do any profs for it. For the proofs, I presume. Let's go FX.
Warp drive active.
I want to see which cards you've done. Oh, there's the mountain. Man, the full art lands. That's amazing. There are some more to be released that I've done a year ago. These are really cool. 3 SIGs. Let's go tripwire there. These are all 3 combat sites. Disgusting. Let's go FSWDG.
Warp drive active.
Let's go over there. Keep that currents. Alright, cool. I'm trying to think about how to balance out my audio for later in the day when Vinny goes live. I want to be able to listen to him in my headset, but then also maybe do some Lego work today on the castle set that I wanted to do last week, but all the Mediacom issues prevented. DG is correct. Let's go there. +1 nerd and local.
Active.
Buzzard passing through. All these gates are close to each other though, so... Oh, there they are. This has a metaliminal going on in it. Come on, Tripwire, you can do it. There you go. 2 old SIGs. Let's get into TR.
Warp drive.
TR is going to go 7MD ERV. These 2 SIGs I'm almost certain. Wormhole in combat, yeah. Put them in tripwire and delete the old ones. 7MD goes there.
Warp drive active.
Man, Andrew, talk about small world. We didn't even get to talk to Space about Eve stuff. Of all places. No one's been in 7MD yet. Okay. Some potential here. Chance to get good. 2 SIGs. Tripwire says both SIGs are new. Alright, this could be the one.
Warp drive active.
This could be the one we've been waiting for. The probe's out. Right, Andrew? Like, of all places for an artist doing work with wizards before. I never knew that Rick Stavix, though, had done all the projects I grew up on as a kid for the trading card games.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Mo, I will butcher your name. So if you have a phonetical spelling you prefer for pronunciation, let me know. But hello and welcome and thank you for the follow. If anybody in chat is new to Eve or coming back after a long break, if you have any questions, fire away. That's what we're here for. We'll do our best to help you out. Let's go 0.5 AU here. Now, next week, I'll be going live later. I'll be going live about this time in the morning. For at least 2 weeks, if not longer. Dern's mom was having surgery, and so she'll be out of commission for a few weeks. So I'll take a little man to school, drop him off, come into work, hang out with you guys until gym time, and then go work out and then come back. Finish up what I can. Slacker? I wish. I've got to get more done in less time for a few weeks at least. Yeah, it's just scheduling. I gotta figure out what to do, like... I don't want to change my sleep schedule for a couple of weeks. So I've got to figure out how to wake up early at home, do anything productive, before I get him up. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to sleeping in a little bit, but I know myself. I'm not going to. I'm going to wake up and... want to get going and do.
Warp drive active.
We finally found a fresh relic site, the first one of the day, that nobody's been in. It's a level 2. And yeah, Andrew, there's what I anticipate to happen versus what will really happen, so... I anticipate that I'll get him up around 6:45 or 7. He and I will be out the door and at his school by 7:15, 7:30, somewhere in that range. I'll get here to work around 7:45. And I'll have to just go straight to going live pretty much. Hey, Jacob. Jacob, it's taken over 2 hours, but we just found our first relic site of the day that's fresh, unpicked. Well, I guess that's not true. We found a fresh site earlier today, but there's been so much competition out here. This is our biggest potential site so far today. No core. Put that one there. Yuck. Use that one here. Oh, I got so lucky the core was over here. All that for a plate. All that for a 7mm plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've found a couple more sites, Jacob, but there's been so much competition out here, and I'm hauling so much loot at the moment, that my risk profile is so low. I tried to make a run for dumping off loot, but the way out was camped as well, so... So I want to check that can also before we're done. The one furthest away. But it's also exploration. Like, some days you're making hundreds of millions hand over fist, and some days it's slower. It's pretty normal for the activity. Let's go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, 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 alright. Give me a tool. See? Just tell the game what you want. I wasn't even trapped yet. That was a waste of a tool. Good there. There's something over here. What the hell is over here? Okay. 2, 1. Wrench, consume. Core, easy game, easy life. 5 million. Hop on board. You need to burn over this way. A very lackluster sight, all things considered, though. I upgraded my combat Explo ship from a Vexor to a Gila with augmented drones. Yeah, I remember you posting that Vexor last week. So you just fly around high-sec, scanning down the SIGs, and then running them afterwards, I presume? Let's go F4 there. Aw, damn, Zaf. Last Sunday, not like 2 days ago, but the Sunday before last, I had a scratchy throat for like 3 days. It sounds like yours is more severe. Where are we at? If we're in 7M, we're going to go into ERV. Let's go there. All that, the first untouched site of the day.
Active.
No one's even been in here since downtime, so like no one cargo scanned it and left it here or anything like that. Drops a whopping 12 mil. Spencer, I so freaking hate subscription model. Oh no. Spencer, returning with the sub badge. Those rat bastards, Spencer. Tim with the raid. Did Tim get a ghosty raid earlier? Tim, thank you very much and welcome everybody. We are nearing the end of our alpha
Warp drive.
run for the day, about to flip over to faction warfare. Netricus, hope you're doing well. I did get a ghosty raid, I like it, Tim. Let's see if I can find Tim's X-Men item of the day. Let's go here. Alright, Tim. Who's next? Ah, alright. This one's for you, Tim. Get some dust off of here. So I've been showing Tim Age of Apocalypse figures over the last couple of weeks whenever he raids. Today's figure, Tim, is Rogue. AOA Rogue. It's got Colossus arms in there. I guess her hands are interchangeable for the closed fist for the punches. But I don't think she has Carol Danvers powers in this reality. I remember those boots, though, from AOA Comics all those years ago. There you go, Tim. Your moment of X-Men swag. And thank you again for the raid. Let's go to GA.
Warp drive.
Lunchtime for Andrew. Have a good stream, y'all. Thank you, Andrew. Enjoy your lunch. We've got a couple jumps to make. Then we'll park this character for the moment. We've got a Best of Amos request from Kelgor. Kelgor, are you still here? If Kelgor's here, we'll do the request, and if not, then we'll refund the points. Look at all those plates. I was on the wrong side of Profi today. No, Tim, this isn't from today. Not at all, Tim. This is... I only found 12 million ISK today in 2.5 hours. There was a lot of competition out, though. A lot. A lot of competition. At least 4 or 5 other nerds in the same area. Up where I was. I tried to get out through 4B, but Kitty Duval and Mansford were both active, and I was like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let's go here first.
Warp drive. Active.
Jacob, hey, a True Sancha, yay! Ah, 60,000 ISK, damn. That's right, Bones. Shillville is on camera here. Pappy Van Winkle with a legitimate dodged Kappa. Now the hype train is at a station for 41 minutes. We'll see if the dodged Kappa meta is strong enough to remember Pappy Van Winkle. We'll be here, Tim. Tim's got that post-stream things and stuff to do. I understand that one. Alright. They have probes out, so we can go into ZQ easily enough. They don't know the SIG here as a data site. They may not care. They might be happy to see the data site. Let's go time here. 3:21 23 2:30 1 there. Okay.
We're not just doing
Spencer.
it for money.
Gifting out the sub to Pappy Van
We're
Winkle.
doing it for a shitload of money.
Spencer, thank you very, very much. We'll get those points in for the Amarians as well. Let's stop here. Yeah, we have an empty system. We'll use this one.
Warp drive.
Spencer, thank you again very much. Let's go add those points in for the Amarians. Make that 5 into a 7. Spencer's 2 into a 4. Boom. I think, dirty, unethical. As soon as Andrew leaves to go for lunch, Spencer dethrones him as Nerd of the Day on the gifted sub side. And Spencer is now double Nerd of the Day. No more Andrew names sticking out over the box to trigger Vinny. Ship slowing down here. Let's do a safe log off. Bones asks, so why no face cam? I'd have to put on pants, Bones. Why would I want to put on pants? I haven't had to wear pants in like 10 years. I can't imagine wanting to do so now. The Dodge Capo meta wins again, Jake. Hey, Pappy Van Winkle doing the professional shill work, dropping the Dodge Kappa. For those who don't know, putting Dodge Kappa in chat increases your chances of being gifted a sub dramatically. Don't overthink the science. We've already done that for you. We're professionals. Thank you again to Spencer for the gifted sub. We can also update here. Takes us to 27% on the day.